What's up, guys? This is DJ Cobb97 back again for the third and final part of my Minecraft Realm Tour. If you missed the first or second part, head over to my channel and check those out, but this third segment should get you fully caught up to where we are now. I hope to document everything we do in the future so you guys can experience that with us too. I would like to announce at this time that the citizens of my realm and I have agreed upon a name to call this land, and the name by which this land shall be known as is Shreklandia. We're all huge fans of Shrek, and we've all been praying to him since we were like 9 years old, so hopefully we can add in some cool Shrek builds here soon, as well as some Shrek-related lore. I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun with it. I remember starting this realm a year ago with just my girlfriend and my brother. I remember the first village we found. I remember the first house I built. I remember the sweet moment when we suited up for our first interface with the Ender Dragon. That was the first time I legitly beat the Ender Dragon. In 10 years of playing Minecraft, I had never legitly beat the Ender Dragon. I remember bridging off to our first end city, getting our first shulker shells, getting my first elytra. I remember not using my elytra for several months because I didn't know you could repair it after it broke, and I forgot about mending. We've done a lot of cool things on this realm. We've learned a lot, we've built a lot, we've had a lot of adventures, we've accomplished a lot. There's also a lot we haven't done though. A lot more that we could still do. For example, I've never actually seen a warden. I've never been to an ancient city. I've never fought the Wither legitly by myself out in the open. There's a lot of things that we could still do and a lot of potential that this realm still has. I hope you guys continue to stick around after this tour and see what we do in the future. But I want to go ahead and get the tour started. I want to spearhead this whole thing by showing off a farm that me and Zach's Hood recently built. This is a Wither skeleton farm. I don't know if you can see, but there's a spawn platform here that we added onto the fortress, and Wither skeletons go through this portal trying to get this iron golem. When they go into the overworld, it resets the mob cap, allowing a lot more of them to spawn. So they get pushed back out through another portal and here into the Nether Ceiling. This is a collection system I made for this farm. Anything that's not a skull, coal, or bones gets thrown into lava, which I realize is a risky choice, but I like to live dangerously, I guess. You can AFK this farm because the skeletons will cram, but you can make it work faster and more efficiently by using a looting sword to manually kill the skeletons. It gives a lot of XP as well, almost rivaling the pigment spawner, and as you can see, it gives us unlimited access to Wither skeleton skulls. We've been killing a lot of withers in the end. We've been getting a lot of beacons. I want to show you guys something else I did with some of the bones from this farm. I wanted to throw up one of those fossil builds that people sometimes do. It's not the greatest. It's supposed to be a snake. I'm trying to work on my building, guys. I think I can get better if I keep working at it. But it kind of makes the area tied together a little bit. I don't know. Alright, now this is what I really wanted to show you. This is one of my newer builds. This is an original DJ Cobb97 design, so we don't have a link for you. But really what this is it's just supposed to protect a Nether Portal so that you're safe when you enter the Nether. What I really want to show you guys in today's episode is what's on the other side of this portal. Welcome to our ocean monument. This is mine and Missy Mushroom's pride and joy. We've been working on this project for the last couple real-world months. We found this monument not too far off from the Cave of Wonders, and pretty shortly after we found it, me, Missy Mushroom, Zach's Hood, and Dolphin suited up with some potions of invisibility and potions of water breathing to take on this monument. I think I subconsciously knew before I even entered the monument what I wanted to do here. I had seen some videos of people who do projects where they drain an ocean monument. This was insane to me. I thought these people were crazy lunatics with some insanely high level of dedication for this game that I would never be able to possess. But something was different when I came back from my hiatus. I knew I had to do something huge to save my realm. So, unfortunately, this monument didn't have a sponge room, so we only got 3 sponges from it, the 3 that you'd get from killing the Elder Guardians. We went back and revisited a monument we'd found last summer, and we defeated that monument, and it also didn't have a sponge room, so we only ended up with 6 sponges. Since draining the monument, we have found other monuments with sponge rooms, and we now have a couple stacks. But I would like it to be known that we drained the entire circle with only 6 sponges. And the way that this was possible was I always had 3 sponges in the furnace. So I'd go down, place my 3 sponges, break them, throw them in the furnace, take the dry sponges out of the furnace, repeat the process. So this project is nowhere close to done. We still have a lot of big plans for it, but I want to show you some of the things we have done. So we added some biomes to the outside of the monument. This front biome, we did just a basic forest. Off to the side, we did is this one called a snowy taiga, I think? Then we did a jungle in the back and brought in some pandas and ocelots from surrounding jungles. And a desert. And this is a miniature desert temple I built. So as for the actual monument structure, we made a lot of changes from how it was when it spawned. Missy Mushroom added in a bunch of dark prismarine on the outside, which I love. I think it adds a lot of definition to it. We decided to add another color in too to work with the shades of green with the prismarine palette. So we decided to go with orange because the guardians kind of have these orange spikes. So the color's already present in the farm. I think that was a good choice. I made this giant guardian statue. We'll see more on that later. See, I know a lot of people have done this project, and I know other people have done it better, drained a bigger circle or made a better guardian farm, whatever it is. I don't care. This is one of the coolest things I've ever done, and I'm proud of it. I designed this Nether Portal here. Pretty proud of that too. I just think it's magnificent. I don't know if any of you guys have done this project, but if any of you watching are passionate about Minecraft and want to level up your game and you've never done this project, I highly recommend draining an ocean monument. Alright, I want to show you guys the inside. Like I said, this project is far from finished, so you'll see it looks pretty bare inside the main area of the monument. I knocked down all the walls and the floors that were in the monument to get one big central area. We do have a storage area set up over here, and then you'll see this water column. This is actually the transport system for my guardian farm. So there is 3 separate farms, but they all are connected. All the drops go to the same place. So you can get access to their back 2 farms with this lever here. There's a big hallway that connects them, and that's the water stream that transports the items. In these back 2 farms, the guardians are killed by fall damage. And then you'll see that the drops are merged together and shot up this water column. And then they split back up. And this serves no function other than I thought it was cool to have the drops split up and meet back up. So I really wanted you to be able to see the drops as they go by, just be chilling in the monument while prismarine shards and crystals and rock cod just fly past in these water columns. So about half of them go to the left, half of them go to the right. They all meet up in the same place though. If you follow where these drops go, they connect to the front farm, which works a little bit differently. The front farm had to be a little shorter so I could still get into the monument. So these guardians are killed with fire because it's not a far enough fall to kill them. And then their drops are combined with the other 2 farm drops, and they get spat out into another water stream that flushes all the items out and into the giant guardian statue. I figured that would be the best AFK spot, or the best, collection spot. It doesn't look the cleanest out here in the water, but I like it. So we've got an auto collection system inside the guardian that separates out the prismarine shards from the crystals and the rock cod. Up that ladder, I've got access to the redstone area up here where the collection system was built. I have every item 10 chests deep, so you might think that's overkill. I don't think it is. We get a lot of drops. So the obvious first thing to do after draining an ocean monument is to make a sick prismarine farm. Once I had that squared away, I turned my attention towards some of the quality of life issues that the citizens of Shreklandia have to deal with. One of the biggest ones I could think of was that fuel bottlenecks pretty much any operation that requires it. So I invented what I call my automatic infinite free fuel farm. We technically have 2 of those now with the Wither farm, but this is the safe version that doesn't require venturing into the Nether. What you're looking at here is 4 kelp farms up on the walls of 7 rows of 14 kelp. Below our feet is a bamboo farm. This flying machine automatically harvests the bamboo when it grows in front of the observer. This is what it looks like when it goes. I sped up the footage a little bit because it's kind of slow. So yeah, the fuel source is dried kelp blocks. It's actually more than twice as efficient as coal. If I flip this lever, I get access to a little hidey hole that brings me down into the maintenance side of the farm. Right here I have access to the bamboo farm. Here's what it looks like from the inside. I can also come in here and manually trigger it at the push of a button if I want the bamboo farm to work a little faster. The kelp part of the farm kind of works a little too fast for the bamboo to keep up with, so we have more kelp than bamboo. But the bamboo is picked up by minecart hoppers under the dirt and ultimately spit out into this water stream here. And this other part of the farm is where the magic happens. So the hoppers are from the kelp farm. I like having them visible so I can see how backed up the kelp is. The kelp is top loaded into the smoker and cooked into dried kelp, and the bamboo goes in the back as the fuel source, and it gets spit up and out into the main part of the farm. This is the Kelp Overflow spot. Like I said, the kelp produces more than the bamboo, so you can throw a shulker down here to get a shulker full of kelp. And this is the end result, is a bunch of dried kelp. You craft that into blocks, and it's more efficient than coal. I think coal smelts 8 items per coal. Dried kelp blocks will smelt 20. That's pretty much it, guys. I know you can tell I'm not the best player. I'm not very good at combat. I'm not a great builder. But hopefully what you see after this video is how passionate I am and how much dedication I have for this game. This took literal months. Just draining the ocean part took weeks, real world weeks of hours a day of playing. I really want to start a hardcore world, but I want some people to be watching when I start it. I don't really have any followers yet on YouTube or Twitch, but I am streaming on Twitch whenever I can. So look me up on Twitch, DJ Cobb97, watch me stream. Help me get enough followers so I can start my hardcore world, because that's kind of my dream right now. But of course I won't be neglecting Shreklandia. I'll be popping in here every day. I'll be continuing to make videos. Thank you for watching the tour of my realm. Please let me know what you think, and stick around to see what we do in the future. This has been DJ Cobb97. Thank you for watching the tour of Shreklandia.